Hello, this is Daryl from Be Focused for 2020, talking about visions, talking about what you're expecting God to do for you in this year. I know from the last video, I shared just the basics of starting vision boards, talking about 2020 vision. And since then, I had some coworkers and other individuals express an interest of knowing how to get started, how to plan, how to structure things. A lot of times that we just have to take a moment just to sit back. And that's what I'm doing now. In the midst of my hectic day today, I'm just coming to you just to say that take time. Stop all the rushing. Stop all the this and that. Just understand that all things work for the good of them that love the Lord. I am a spiritual person. I'm led by the Spirit to do certain things. And today I feel as though that a lot of us just burdened down, especially even you talk about your 2020 visions, we are burdened to the place where we don't have the opportunity to de-stress. Even in the midst of my busy day at work, I try to just steal away for a moment, just to be to myself, just to understand God, just to understand what my expectations are. A lot of people are not going to understand what you're trying to accomplish in life. A lot of people are not going to understand that you are focused on trying to get things done that you need to get done. A lot of people say a lot of stuff, but they don't walk the walk as what they talk about. One of the things that you have to stop making excuses. Stop making excuses and stop trying to displace your emotions and your failures and your limitations on other people. You have to take control of your own being, your own self, your own drive, your own initiative, just to be encouraged. Just think about the fact that you woke up early this morning and you've been starting on your way, that you close in your right mind and you have the activities of your mental limbs. That's just good enough reasons just to get started. When I first started talking about visions and 2020 visions, I had to go back and reflect on 2019. And a lot of you have to understand that you have to reflect on what you've been, where you've been, where you going, what are you looking to do differently. I'm a type of person that I like to listen to a lot of inspirational messages and motivational clips on YouTube and different places, because that inspired me to do something even greater than I always done. A lot of you just stagnant. Get up and do something. Be motivated. And you talk about your vision, some of you want what you want to do. And I talked about in the last video about, writing your visions down. Write down at least 50 ideas or 50 things that you want to accomplish in this year. And I can even reflect on the fact when I started in January, writing down my vision board, how I wanted to travel and do things. And some things happen when you don't expect it to happen. Just be mindful that God will open up doors for you to walk into. He'll open a window so you have multiple blessings coming out of the window. You just got to stop being closed-minded. I just reflect on the fact that when I went to a store that was going out of business and I went to the register because I found some luggage that I really liked, but I didn't want to pay that much money for the luggage. But when the manager came to the register and began to knock off additional percentages off of the luggage, it just dawned on me that God making a way that I had already written down on my vision that I want to travel during this year. So he provided me with luggage just to do what I want to do for this year, is to travel, just to experience different stuff. We have to take the initiative to step out and do what God called us to do. A lot of you have started writing down your visions just from the first video that I posted about writing down 50 things on your vision list and begin to expand upon them. Some of you already have something burning deep down inside of you that you are trying to take the initiative to do. And God said, if you just be faithful enough just to believe that he would do it for you, then it shall come to pass. One of the books that I read quite often is The Secret by Miss Burns. And sometimes you have to reflect back on what you read. Sometimes when you find a good read, you just go back and reiterate on the fact that information is just find a lounging place in your heart that you can go reflect back on every once in a while. As I read the scriptures and understand what God's plan for our life, that sometimes we just have to take the initiative. Faith without work is dead. We have to get beyond ourselves. We have to do what God called us to do. So I encourage you now to grab, go to the store and get a canvas. Then go get some multiple different magazines. And later on, I will post how I put my vision board together, how I just took items and put it together. But also hopefully I can share with you my old vision board from 2019 and share how God brought everything to pass. Because on my old vision board of 2019 that I had posted on my vision board, a house, a car, what I wanted my bank account to be, about relationship statuses, and anything that came to mind for 2019. And let me tell you something. God brought everything to pass in 2019 that I put on my vision board. And I'm not boasting, I'm not bragging, but God sometimes leads you in directions where we really don't understand why we're going there. I didn't quite understand the reason why that I put certain items on my vision board. But I want to be more than just an individual. Yes, I have a profession. I have a spiritual background. All of that is good. But sometimes you just want something extra just to influence other people, to motivate other people to do something totally different. And my goal in life is to be a motivational individual, to get people to understand that it's more to just being visible, but you want to be inspiration to folks. If we take just the simple stuff and expound upon the simple stuff in life, talk about what you have accomplished thus far, will inspire somebody else to get up and do something different. And I talk about how you can save money. You talk about how when I talk about my bank account and how I want a certain amount in my bank account, etc., that some things that you used to do, you don't have to do anymore. If you learn how to save money on getting your hair cut every week and invest that money, your bank account will grow. You have to find ways to get to your destiny. And some of us have to learn how to sacrifice. And if you look at me now, that I don't look like what I've been through. Nobody understands my story. If I share my story, a lot of you would be amazed at my story. And then wonder and question, why am I doing what I do? So, later on in videos, I began to do more motivation to encourage you, just to push you along, just to share something about God and his greatness. And then also to motivate God's people, because God have a lot of stuff in store for us if we just take the initiative and do what we need to do. Once again, this is Daryl Jones. Be focused, but most of all, do it God's way. Until next time, have a blessed day.